Howdy, 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 howdy. How is everybody? One Eye Cat, Barrows, Two Hacks, Jeff Rowe, Travis. Let me see if we are going. Invite, copy. I'm trying something new tonight. I am. There's a stream key. Let's see. What is going on? It's Tuesday. I'm experimenting. Good evening, Mama Bear English, Doctor's Arts Rehab, Hot Rod Rehab, I should say. Just chilling. So we can get some people to come in. I got one person here. How you doing? Let's see if I can wait. There we go. Maybe no. Anyways, for all my YouTube and Facebook people, I got my phone live on TikTok. I have never done a live on TikTok yet, so we are experimenting. What's everybody doing? You didn't miss anything, Dan. Let's see. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? Doing my first live on TikTok and on YouTube and Facebook over here, so I'm going back and forth because I couldn't seem to sync them all into one, so just chilling and nilling, waiting on the fun to begin. Yeah, I know, right? It was slow. I just wanted to do a little short live on TikTok just to see how everything is. I'm good. I'll swing you around here. I can show you there's my screen where I'm at now. So I said I'm just trying to farting around, chilling and nilling. Hi, Brenna. Let's see. Who all we got on here? NSB, Travis, Mama Bear, Dan English, Dan Boyd. Yeah, Dr. Hart said it was dead, yes. Yeah, we're just hanging out, seeing what everybody's doing tonight. Hi, Brenna. I thought it was you. Is the feed slow? I knew it was kind of funky when I was on there earlier. Here comes Travis, I think. What's going on, Travis?
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you. You good?
Oh, hold on. I think I still have you on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. On the regular, yeah, you're getting the echo effect going on, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not fun.
No, it's not. I do that every time I have my headphones on. I do that. I'm like, whoa, what is happening right now?
And I was looking at the wrong one. I'm like, wait a minute, he's lagging real bad.
Yeah, if you're looking at not the StreamYard feed, and then it pulls
right.
you, the YouTube feed, and then it pulls you in, and then you get all the weird feedback going on. So what's happening?
Oh, not much. I've been doing some research on Ford blocks.
Yeah.
Dr. Art's got me thinking about doing a Ranger swap.
Oh, yeah.
I've been looking at it. He was saying that it's pretty basic, really. I mean, whenever you get it from everything from an Explorer, it pretty much bolts right in.
Yeah, it should.
So
I think the Rangers have like the frame rails and stuff would be a lot easier to do engine swaps.
Yeah, that's what Dr. Art was saying.
Yeah, even looking at ours, like the difference between all the stuff I had to cut out of mine versus his is he's got way more room than I do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I did an S10 Blazer years ago, and it wasn't exactly the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Took Took us, me and two buddies, about a week to put it in there.
Yeah, it's not real easy to do, that's for sure. But like I said, the normal V8, the normal small block's a lot easier to do than the LS engine is. So
Yeah.
can't see who's all in here. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Hey, everybody! I'm on TikTok right here on my phone because I couldn't figure out how to link StreamYard because I'm on Facebook and YouTube on here, but for some reason it wouldn't link up, and I think it's because I've never done a live on TikTok yet. So I'm kind of going back and forth. I got them sitting here over my shoulder as I'm talking to you guys. So yeah.
Oh, so you couldn't get all three of them to sync up together?
No, I think it's because I haven't done one live on my phone yet. So I don't have the stream key or whatever it is. So I'm working on it. I just figured I'd do a short one and see who all's in here. Totally not Hunter. It's hard because it's so small, Yeah, One Eye Cat, I'm trying to multitask, that's for sure. But yeah, busy day, busy week this week already, man. I got the engine back in the truck again. I ordered some headers. They're supposed to be here tomorrow. I don't know if I ordered the ones I really want to use or not, but we'll see.
I got the floor pan. I got a floor pan done on Copperhead today, the passenger side.
Oh, good. That's good. Small steps, baby steps, right?
Yeah, that wasn't exactly a small baby step, but
yeah, that was a job. I know when I did mine, that was a hot mess, man.
But I mean, the ones I bought worked out pretty good. I had to cut a couple reliefs in them and hammer them a little bit to get them right.
Yeah, that's kind of normal stuff.
Yeah. Had to re-weld part of my cab mount because I cut through it.
Mm-hmm.
I just cleaned it up and re-welded it.
Yeah, I had mine was so bad I had to build rocker panels and body.
Oh yeah, you had to do a lot.
It was a mess. Now I'm building those motor mounts. I'm just a glutton for punishment, Yeah, not a million people watching me, Dan. I don't even know how to tell how many. I've got 5 watching me. Hey, all my 5. Well, there's 9 now. Man, it really bounces around. It goes 5, 4, 9. It's all over the place. It's a whole different animal than YouTube is. I can tell you that much. But I posted a video on there. Oh, but now I know who One Eye Cat is.
No.
He changed his name. Now I know who One Eye Cat is.
No.
Figured out what. Hey, I'm learning new things.
Good. Yeah, you can change your name when you enter the studio or whatever you want.
Yeah, you can change it while you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the wife was showing me I could change. I ended up changing it on my channel name too because the wife showed me over there. But I forgot.
What up, Radar? What is a Radar product? Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Forgot to mute the other chip.
Yeah.
Oh, I did the same thing tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to shut it off over here, but I don't want to miss nothing over here.
Yeah, it happens for sure. What's up, Rapid Transit? How you guys doing over here? Let's see. We got Fly Guy, Justin. Yeah, it's crazy. Totally different animal for sure. I wasn't gonna stay on there a whole heck of a long time. I just wanted to see how it works. I wonder if they're able to hear you guys. Are you guys able to hear the guys I'm talking to on YouTube? So What's going on with you guys?
It's a shame for this beautiful day to end. It was gorgeous here, man.
It was nice here too. It was cloudy, but it was nice. I mean, it was
Oh,
warm.
we had sunshine all afternoon.
Nice.
I wish I could have got home earlier and uncovered the car and opened the doors.
Yeah.
Needs to air out.
Yeah.
The door seals, they never did seal good from the factory.
Right. Get some nice mildewy smells inside the old car. Yeah. Well, at least you got to get it. I mean, did you go out and drive it?
No, but I did have it running.
Oh, okay.
If I drive it, I'm going to have to add half a quart of transmission fluid.
Oh, got ya.
That's
Yeah.
one of those perpetual leaks.
Yeah, and it just sits over the winter and leaks all its fluid. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of slowing down on this one anyway. I don't even know if it tells me how long I was on here. Let's see. Probably not, but anyway. All right, thanks for joining, guys. I'll try this again next week. Get out there and fix something. Okay. All right, we're done with that one.
TikTok is over, huh?
You know, I look at this though. I had 306 views in what 11 minutes.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's so different. It's a different animal. I had I was on there for 12 minutes. It just popped up. So anyway,
Wow.
that was just a test. Because I have one. I'm trying to find my headphones. I have one. Oh, I better not do that. I'll fuck it up and sound won't work. I have one TikTok I did a while back. So I just started doing it in February, just farting around. And I have one video that's almost at 1 million views. It may already be at 1 million views. And so on there you have to have, hold on, I'm trying to shut the phone off now. On there you have to have 1,000 viewers, 1,000 followers to be able to go live, which I think I just hit like 1,200, but it grew really quick. It was crazy. And so now I've got all these people reaching out to me like, how'd you do that? How'd you grow that? And I was like, I just started putting stupid videos on there. Like all my shorts. I took all my shorts off of YouTube and just plowed them over there one night. I was bored one night, like on a Saturday or something. But anyway.
Like the junk mail, send it over there and see how it does.
Yes. Yeah. It didn't work well here. Let's see if it works over there.
Yeah,
and literally the videos that work over there don't work over here. And then vice versa. Like I'll have a YouTube video that was just nothing dud. Put it on here, blows up. I'm like, it's totally ass backwards from, the algorithm is. So we're just playing around. Let's see. Hey, Rabbit Transit. Said he received the decals. Yeah. Uh-oh, somebody just sent me a message on Facebook. I'll check it later. Actually, might have been Travis. No. Where'd that go? I don't even know where it went.
No, I'm muted because it's really loud at my house.
Oh no, you're fine. I had a message pop up and it's somebody on Facebook. Let me see if I can find who that is. Just a second. It's Mick Howard. Hey Mick, how you doing, buddy? This is one of my old racing buddies / customers. I haven't talked to him in a long time. What's the best way to ask if it concerns these Kappas? Let's see. Yeah, just whatever's going on, Mick. Just type it in the chat there. If I can't answer you, Rob will probably be in here in a minute. You probably remember my brother Rob. Let's see. He's yeah, I haven't talked to him forever. That's cool. I hope.
I'm gonna jump off here for a minute. I'll be back.
Okay, man. We'll be here for a little while at least. My wife's got a procedure in the morning, so I don't really have to go to bed super early tonight. But
Define morning.
7:30, she's got to be at the hospital. So
That's morning.
yeah,
That's
it's not. I mean, I got to be at work at 6:30, so it's,
wow.
it's a little later than usual, at least.
The last time I did a appointment was at Cleveland Clinic. Yeah, you want to be ready for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, that'd be a long haul for you. I'm just going downtown like 10 minutes away. So yeah.
Oh, no big thing.
Yeah, it ain't no big deal. Yeah.
Take the bus.
And it's an in and out procedure, so we should be back home by lunchtime.
It's like, can you make it like 10? It'll get me out of work for a couple hours.
Yeah. Oh, I already took the day off. They told me I had to be home with her for the day, so.
It's like going to the dentist and mom gets you out of school and then she's going to drop you back off. It's like, no, that's a foul.
Yeah, your jaws all swelled up.
Free pass for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure out I'm going to pull these interiors apart this summer.
Yeah.
You need eyeballed. I know there's been floors twice in this one, so it might need
Okay.
at least looked at.
Yeah.
That indoor-outdoor carpet hides a lot of. I'd like to put some sound deadening in it too. It's just insulation. Let's go with insulation.
I was looking at this stuff. DD Speed Shop uses it. It's called like Killmat or something, and it's cheaper than the whatever their the name brand stuff is, and it looks really nice. I think I'm going to try and put some in the truck, just like you said, for heat and sound, because the floors are all wonky anyway. Let's see, outside is locked shut. There are 2 tabs that lock usually when you put the gas in there. No, there's not a solenoid that controls those flaps. There's a spring in there, and it probably broke, Mick. You probably need to get a new neck for it. I've ran into that we've got a Ford Flex station wagon, and that happened to me. And there is a way to well, yeah, you just put the screwdriver in there is probably what's opening it, yeah. But yeah, there's usually a spring in there that holds tension on those. When you put the fuel fill neck in it, it opens it. So unfortunately, that's the problem with those capless fill necks, is they're real finicky. And it's like they go into like a safety mode where they want to stay shut all the time. They don't want to stay open. They're made to stay shut. This is what I'm trying to get at. It's weird, I know, but I don't get any new car questions very often. That's where he's at on Facebook.
Dan E. Boyd. Just like all those dipshit spouts on gas cans.
Oh my God. I bought it. Yes. I could not get gas to come out of that can. I ended up just taking the neck off and pouring it right out of the can. I was so pissed. Yeah, he's right. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what is going on here? It's got like this big green knob with a switch on it, and it's like just push the switch down and pull down. It wouldn't work. It did not work.
You need more practice. It's still a bitch.
Yeah. I just like, screw it. I sort of just dumped it, Well,
Wendy got me gas can. It spouts from the bottom of the can. The hose rotates, so all you got to do is you're letting it breathe. So all you got's what's in the hose, and I can get gas in the Valiant out here with that. The way the filler neck is,
yeah,
you can't do it with any kind of those kind of gas cans. Forget it.
Yeah.
No, she hooked me up good when she got me get this little gas can. It's a dandy.
Yeah, this one has that tube in it. I just
Well, when you lock the tube up, it's above it's right at the top level of the can.
okay.
So even if, say, the valve were to open, it still wouldn't run out the tube because it's still.
Yeah, it's floating up there at the top. Yeah, I had to work on the lawnmower for like an hour. I had to take the carburetor off. Of course, it was all the main jet had a bunch of green crap in it, from the ethanol fuel. It's like
Pollen.
Yeah, I'm like, man, first time I'm gonna mow. This was Sunday, and it was a beautiful morning. I got up early, and yeah, Tom Cook, yeah, I work on them all day too. That's what I do.
How often is it electrical?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, it's like evac crap. Hey, no gas is the problem. Yes, I agree, Mick. Just to pull the fuel line off. Yeah, yeah, Dan, siphon it out of the truck, right? I can't do that shit anymore. You try that, you're gonna get 60 psi of fuel running at you. Man, I was working on one of those newer, the Freightliner Sprinter, a big piece of crap. It's got a V6 diesel in it. And one of our guys filled the gas tank up with gas. I'm like, dude. So yeah, we had to figure out how to drain that son of a bitch out.
How big was the tank?
It's like a 36-gallon tank.
How many jugs did you have?
Oh, I filled a drum up.
Take that home with me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we bought this like transfer pump thing. It's like a little gas pump. You stick the one end down in the tank and just yeah, and it'll chug it on out of there. So yeah, I had a drum over there. I mean, what little diesel was in it, it's I'm glad they didn't start it though with the diesel. They might have blew that thing all to smithereens. Are there any good V6 diesels? Not really. I mean, this one has the Mercedes in it. It's not too bad, but most of them are not good. L is for lemon. Yeah. Roger that, Tom.
Hey, Travis.
Travis is back.
Travis is back.
I think I got it quieted down in the house now.
No, okay. Hey, look. I'm so used to it now. I just block noise. I'm dealing with my kids for 30 years. It's like I don't even pay attention. I'm just jibber jabbering on.
Allison gets on this kick where she'll want to sing "Carol of the Bells" as loud as she possibly can.
Oh, okay. I got you. Hey, Mr. Sanders, how you doing? It's called a Sure gas can. Yeah. So yeah, so hopefully maybe tomorrow, since I'll be off all day, and if Cindy's probably going to be sleeping when I get her back home from the hospital, hopefully those headers will show up in due time and I can start. I think I have. So I never did this. I'm a dumbass. I never compared what the length of the 700R4 was and the length of the Power Glide. And
Power Glide's a lot shorter.
It's a lot shorter, yes. So
at least 2 gears shorter.
Yeah. I think I figured it out. It's like 8 inches shorter where the mount is from the the bell housing to the mounting position. So I have that. I just took the transmission mount off and pulled everything out. So the cross members never came out of the transmission cross member, I should say. So I have the transmission mount in the transmission, cross member right now. So the engine's like fucking way back.
Yeah.
So I started watching some guys, doing these swap videos. I'm like, my exhaust will probably fit a lot better if I scoot that engine forward.
Might just a little bit.
I mean, of course, if you racing, you want it as far back as you can, but
within reason.
Hey,
Bear
Mr.
Rose,
what's up?
welcome to the party, Bear Rose.
Yeah. So
Come on in, Barrows, hang out.
yeah.
Did the sun set there yet?
Oh no, it's like 7 o'clock there.
Oh, sunset.
Barrows, you all get any snow over there? My family in Washington were getting snow today.
I think they did get snow. Oh.
Who did I heard the weather earlier? Somebody's getting blizzard-like conditions, 2-3 feet.
It might be up there. I was just looking at the radar because, I was watching.
Dakotas, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, North Dakota's getting buried right now. I was watching.
They can have it.
Yeah, I was watching Cletus's live last night. I couldn't find it today, and but anyway, it was like there was tornado warnings all around where they were there in Arkansas last night, and I'm like, are you guys okay? And then all of a sudden, it's like all their phones went off, and they're all looking at their phone like, I think we should probably call it a night. So
Yeah, it could
happen. I'm hoping I was just missed them by accident. I hope not.
Makes me want to go over and look at the radar.
Yeah.
we had quite the light show last night. It rained pretty good here last night, yeah. And tomorrow we're supposed to have, well, let's say, what do they say, a tornado or two could be possible?
Yeah, they're saying here like around midnight is when the strong winds and stuff are going to move in. They're like, make sure you have your flashlights and whatnot. So I don't think we got anything going on tonight, but
I got a guy wanting to come over and take a look at the truck tomorrow. I don't know if he's going to want to come if it's pouring down rain.
Oh yeah, which truck?
The W-150.
Oh, okay.
It just sits. It needs to move on to another house where it can be driven and used.
Yeah, I had a friend of the family that I think I told you guys this story that bought my uncle's old Vega, and he had a bunch of work done to it. It was just an old drag car with a small block in it.
Mm-hmm.
He reached out to us when we started doing the S10, and he was like, "Why don't you guys come get this Vega and get it running and use it? It's just going to pot." He's like, "I don't want to sell it, but I would like somebody to use it."
About a
Of course, then that was before Hunter decided he was going to move to fucking Wyoming.
About a foot and a half so far.
Jeez,
Barrows,
In North Dakota?
I feel bad for you, man.
is that what Bearhouse said?
Or did I miss it?
It closed
Jeez.
I-84. Damn.
Mm-mm. I'm glad I live in the South.
It makes me happy with Pennsylvania weather.
Yeah, I'm good with Ohio weather too. We've got about the same weather, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I was looking, my mom and sister, they're getting snow in Washington and New York City. They said it was 72 degrees today in New York City. I looked at the weather.
It was 70 here. My balls were sweating.
Did you see that shit that happened in?
Didn't like it. Had to cope.
Did you see that shit that happened in New York today?
Oh, wouldn't it?
Huh? You didn't see it?
Yeah, I seen it. It's
Okay.
the head shaker. I just don't get it.
I didn't see it.
I don't really want to talk about it because they might zonk me for it.
Okay.
But yeah, look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a Subway event.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope they caught the sun too.
I can probably find it from there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I've been working on a truck all day, so I haven't really been on the computer at all.
Wow.
That's a good thing. Don't
Yeah.
watch the news. I do not condone the news, but I don't condone that shit either. So
No deaths.
yeah, good.
Wow.
There were no deaths. So.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. Mama Bear, Gilbert Godfrey died today. Yeah.
Really? Yep.
He was brilliant in his own way.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dan said it was 70. He lives down near Cincinnati. The Reds had their opening day today, and it was a big hoopla. It looked like it was really nice there. Yeah, you guys were really warm today, weren't you? It was upper 60s here. It was cloudy, but I mean, it was very tolerable.
Yeah, I think it hit 80 here. I was sweating.
Heck yeah, I bet.
And I was inside that truck welding the floorboard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. The other day when I was welding that cross member, I had the garage door shut and I was sweating, laying over all that hot metal. And of course, it was smoking like crazy. All the oil was burning off the frame. So I opened the door and Cindy was like, Jesus, it looks like something's on fire in there. It's like, well, it kind of is.
Yeah, I had a couple flare ups today, but nothing too bad.
Yeah. Well, it was like where the control arm comes into the bottom of the frame. There's like a pocket in there, The sparks would go down in there, and it was like a little candle burning in there.
Just enough to keep it smoking.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, then you're using that. I was using that flux core welder, and that thing smokes like a train. Anyway.
Oh yeah. I want to get a good MIG with the bottle and everything.
Yeah, but that flux core I have, that thing is the best damn welder I got. I mean, I've got big MIG welders, and it's insane. Oh, there's Barrows. Mr. Barrows,
Hey.
What's that?
Hey, everybody.
Come on, Barrows.
Come on,
Finger froze.
How's it going? Oh, man.
Bear froze.
Bear froze. Yeah.
All right,
If it smelled like that, you might have lost a car or two.
all right. It's snowing, but what's the temperature?
Oh, right now, I think it was 23.
Yeah,
Wow.
that sucks. And the wind's probably blowing like you know what. Isn't it?
It's better
Yeah.
than heat.
Strangest thing, we went to Boise yesterday just for a quick there and back trip.
Yeah.
And we come to a mountain home where you go down into like this canyon
Mm-hmm.
and you cross the river, and the storm was going over the top, and it created like a vacuum, and it was sucking the water up from the river. So it was raining backwards.
Whoa. That's crazy.
A
Did you get any
Hellcat
video of that?
was coming the other way, and it lifted him up, and he slid off into the medium.
Wow.
It was so
Did you
crazy.
hear that?
Did you get it on video?
or something.
No.
I tried. I'm trying to edit it, but it's hard to see.
Oh, you did get some video of
unless
it?
you
Good.
know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
He said when he came down in the valley, there was a storm. The storm was going over the valley, and it was creating a vacuum. It was pulling the
Pull
rain.
water up.
Yeah, and then it pulled a guy off the road.
I think I've seen videos of that happen on YouTube before.
Yeah,
So it's like raining upside down. It was
that is
the craziest thing.
like Forrest Gump said.
It was rain came from everywhere.
Yeah.
Was it itty bitty pesky rain? Big old fat rain?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, those
And then it
YouTubers
turned to snow.
got the bearing number on
Then it
them.
turned
They
to
have like the national number on them or whatever.
You joint?
Yeah.
No.
No. So I just gotta order 7 and find the right one. Perfect.
You know how to take them out too, don't you?
It's got a little C-clip thing.
It doesn't have a C clip. You got to heat it up. It's got plastic in it.
Okay, I'm not doing those. Though.
I'll have to show you how to do it.
They're not that bad, so.
Hey, Rob, what's up? Is it windy in Illinois? It's always windy in Illinois.
Yeah, no wait.
noise.
We were talking about that today.
Illinois.
Zzz, yeah.
That's what my grandfather used to say it. Illinois.
Yeah. Illinois.
Oh, still trying to warm up.
Yeah, I bet, man.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we're over here talking about how nice and warm it is, and then Barrow is like dragging his nuts in the snow.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering because, like I said, my mom and sister live in Washington State, and they got snow today. So I was wondering how bad it hit you.
What side?
They live right across the river from Portland, Oregon.
Oh, okay. It's usually
They're
not
right there in that
bad
little
there.
gap. No, it usually isn't, but they're getting snow, and that's really odd for this time of year to get snow.
Yeah.
It's usually just rain.
Some kind of big Arctic blast coming down through Alaska. It's hitting them, and then it's just shooting right over to us.
Right.
I was looking at the radar. I was like, whoa.
It happens every year.
North Dakota's getting it pretty good right now too.
Yeah, we're getting the stuff from off the Gulf right now because everything's coming in from the south.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hardly open the screen door on the south side of the house. Wind's blowing so hard.
Hold on to it. I got a door like that. It opens into the west. Prevailing winds coming.
Yep.
As soon as you open the door, it'll rip it out of your hand.
Yeah, my front door's that way. The front of the house faces west, and some days you can't open it, and then other days, as soon as you click the latch, wham!
Yeah, that my cylinder. I can show you what it looks like when it wins.
Yeah. Nice to twist it up, huh?
Mm.
I had a bungee cord on mine for a while because the spring came off, and I don't know where it went. It just ruined it.
Yeah, so if I just pop out, my internet's been going in and out,
Oh,
out all
I'm
day.
sure with the
too,
weather, it's goofy. Yeah.
I'm still here. It's just
Yeah. The internet isn't. Well, your live went pretty good the other night. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good
blew
live.
my mind.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Jeff's did really well. And then, like last night, I was in and out on arts. I was doing housework, and it was just like,
It was dead. Yeah.
Everybody's got shit to do, and the weather's nice, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. A month ago, your 8:30 lives was a little bit late. Now they're getting enough.
Yeah, because I mean, the sun just went down, right when I was getting started. So yeah. I know. I worked in the yard all day Sunday. Like I was sowing grass seed, and I had to work on the mower for like an hour to mow the damn grass. And
As far as I got was watching the neighbor mow his. It's like somebody's got to be the asshole to be the first.
It's usually me.
I was looking out the kitchen window today, telling Wendy, it's like, oh look, we got pretty little flowers out there in the yard.
Yeah, little yellow ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to roll the yard before, but it didn't get soggy enough that it would have done any good. To get soft. But
Saturday it rained all day here, just drizzle, and got the ground real soft. So I was like, you know what? And there's so many in the backyard, like where I used to have the boat and the camper on the side of the house before I got rid of them. There's no grass, and we park cars over there in the wintertime and shit. So I went threw a bunch of seed down, and then out in the front of the house where they dug up to put the new sewer in, it's all messed up out there. It's all uneven. I was trying to rake it. And then they're going to be coming through and tearing the whole street up and putting new water lines in. So I'm like, I'm not even going to worry about it until they're done with all that shit.
wait till they're done.
Yeah.
Mine was full of down trees.
I bet.
Poor apples didn't make it this year.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Already got them, huh?
Red beard.
Look, red beard. I remember one year. Oh no, that's bear. I remember one year about this time of year, the trees were starting to bud and stuff, and then had this freak ice storm, and it just took a bunch of trees down, and like it knocked all the buds off the trees.
There.
We didn't have leaves on trees until damn near summertime,
Wow.
Got all the lead water lines. Yeah. I don't think we have lead here. I think ours are cast iron, but there are in the old part of Dayton, the main city. I live in the suburbs, but yeah, they got lead pipes there. I've seen them.
Really?
Yeah, that's what like our main job is. We actually had to hire because I work for the water department. We had to hire contractors to go out like in the old part of town and dig all that up. That's all they were doing for like 3 years. And they've got like something like 4 or 5 miles of pipe yet to fix over there. Because we've got clay and cast iron here.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they're putting in, plastic now. So
Right, Dad. I can't remember the name of that stuff. We had some of that stuff at work,
Mhm.
and it would break all the time underneath the ground.
Yeah, all that every time it gets a little warm and then really cold, like
Yeah,
my whole street is just patchwork like a quilt where the mains break all the time. And so last year they started coming into our plat, replacing them.
It's that infrastructure.
Yeah.
well, we found one of the leaks because somebody drove their golf cart across it and stopped and sunk,
Oh.
and then it became a sinkhole. I mean, just as soon as he broke like the top layer was like an
Yeah.
egg.
It was just
Everything just
yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We were trying to find it because we had the water meter you could use for a fan. You'd
Yeah.
actually go out there and see it spinning,
Gee. Yeah.
but you couldn't really find it. And what they found out is that it made its track down to the main drain for the
Mhm.
site,
Oh
and
yeah.
it had come through a crack in there, so it was just running down the drain and gone.
So you
But
never
it was
knew
still
there.
eating out all the
Mhm.
dirt around it. So finally, yeah, once he broke that top crest,
There's Redbeard.
it became a huge hole.
What's up,
What's up,
Redbeard?
Redbeard?
What's up, guys? Hey,
He's inside tonight.
yeah, no, we're about to eat dinner, but I heard y'all talking about water. I worked for the rural water district for 6 years,
Yeah.
and the stuff they're probably putting in now is called either is it black, blue, or white? The pipe
It's blue.
blue. That's called Blue Groot. It's a
Yeah.
very, very, very stout stuff.
It
Yeah.
is. I
But
use it. Excuse me. Go ahead.
no, we went to HDPE. This
Mhm.
like the black pipe. That's all we got. We had a butt fuse together and
Mhm.
everything. And
Yeah, that's
so
what we were having problems with at the site.
Well, see, it's because here's the funny thing is a lot of people were having trouble with it because that heating pad you had to wipe it down every time, and a lot of times Mexicans are the ones running it, not being racist, just saying,
Right.
and they were cooking their burritos on it during lunch break.
Well,
Whatever works, man.
we gonna warm up for lunch. I mean,
What's
And
the
so-
problem?
So their the oil from the burrito stuff was not, they weren't cleaning it off, and it was making this one crew, they had like, this is like not where I worked, but this guy was telling me that trained me is like some like $30 million water project down in Texas. Like it was a huge thing, and they kept failing. And the welding company came out there, the contract, they had all these people out there like trying to figure out why. And they're doing everything correctly, doing the times right. Like you have an app on your phone that tells you the pressure, it records everything. They get the pressure, how long you did, the temperature, it records it all. And they couldn't figure it out why. And they were there 3 days. And one day, this one guy just stuck around. He brought his lunch, one of the main guys, and he saw the Mexicans were cooking on the plate. And so that company, the contract company, ended up going bankrupt over the deal.
yeah, I bet.
Yeah, but that's all it takes to make that stuff. But other than that, it is the best thing in the world. That black HD I forgot the name abbreviation for it.
That's what the contractors were putting in, where they're bringing the water into my plat. They're redoing all the water into my plat. And I see that our guy, I'm in vehicle maintenance at our water department, and I see our guys put in that black stuff sometimes. Like if they got a break, they've got like that. They put that sleeve down in there, and they put the boot on it. And
oh, you're talking about that's called, I forgot that's called, like that's a electric fusion thing. Like it's just like it goes on it at the same time, but like it's just like putting T's on, just like two little prongs that go inside the T, and it heats it up. If the thing is, you can't have any water. It's the best stuff in the world, but it's kind of meticulous how you got to do the prep work on it and stuff. Then now somebody's actually doing that blue brute or whatever it's called. I forgot. We never ran it, but they're butt fusing and welding it now.
Yeah,
like, it's not flexible pipe. I don't understand how they do it, but it's supposed to be even stronger than the HDPE and stuff. The HDPE that I learned, I've got to watch it. Like there's two guys. Okay, we had two of us. That's all we're working. And we're doing a 6-inch main about 4 miles long up a hill and down hills through Cup Creeks. Biggest pain in the ass thing I ever did because 2 guys was not enough.
No.
And just a little mini hoe. Okay, it was a nightmare. But we were doing that, and well, we left it for the winter because we didn't have time to finish it and stuff. It got too bad. that stuff shrinks and contracts so much. It moved. We probably had 2 miles on the ground, a mile or so. I don't remember. It ended up moving about 15 feet. That's how much it shrunk during the winter. Like you see where it was at before and how far it actually worked its way in.
Yeah.
I mean, settlement's part of it, but it also heats. It's crazy.
It is crazy how much it moves. Yeah, I get to watch them do stuff sometimes when I've got to, they got something broke out on the site. I'm going to go do it. So, yeah, not very often I get to watch them, but it's pretty cool to watch them do that stuff.
Yeah, the guy I worked with, he worked under me, and they worked for this company called Water One up in Kansas City area.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the third biggest emitter anyways in the United States and stuff. They had 2 plants. Well, this raccoon got into their water treatment plant area and shoot up some wires and killed it. Well, they had this. I think it was, how big was it? It's about a 6 foot tall mains, whatever that is, and it end up breaking the regulator, so the pressure shot up to like 200 psi or whatever.
Oh no! Yeah.
It broke that 6-inch main right under a railroad station, railroad tracks, washed the railroad tracks out. They had to.
Oh wait, there's more.
Yeah, it washed the road out, like it eroded so much under before it actually exposed itself.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up costing like $8 million to fix it all. Like just
We've got this lady. We call it the 24-hour panic room, and she's watching all the pressures and the flow rates of the pressure in the water and then the flow on the sewer. So she knows when there's a blockage. They got to go out and they got lift for the sewer. They got lift pumps, and then those guys got it. She says every now and again she'll be sitting there, and then like the water pressure just goes off the map crazy, like you were talking about. And she was like, "Well, something just broke." Or something's getting ready to break,
Exactly. See, I was drinky no stinky, not stinky no drinky. So I didn't deal with that sewer shit.
So I work for the water department. I work on that's the vehicles I maintain. But where our shop is at the stinky plant. So I've got the shit plant next to me, and then when I work on the water trucks, it's weird. I know. We had a guy back they were cutting trees down with like a hoe with a weird attachment on the front of it.
Yeah.
And he knocked a telephone pole over into one of the poopy tanks, and it caused all kinds of problems.
Good thing the gas wasn't cut on fire.
Oh, geez. Our electric was out. It shut the whole plant down. We're tied in with the stinky.
Well, people don't realize, and that's every job. Like Travis, I'm sure all you guys have your own job. There's so much more to each individual job than people realize.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everyone thinks, oh, he's got okay. Well, you do the job, you'll see how much negative 20-degree weather fixing a water main break.
Yeah,
it's miserable. I don't work there anymore, thank God. I mean, I loved it. It was a great job. I had a company truck, company cell phone. I was a supervisor. I had a great gig, but being on call 24/7, 7 days a week, and that was the problem. Is everything in our district was, before I started, was PVC put in by farmers 40 years ago, and all those glue fittings were starting to leak every time a fitting. Yeah,
internet. His internet's spotty at best. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that, the worst parts about your job, this winter I was up, the Hersig's 15 stories tall.
Mm-hmm.
I was up there on top of it while it was slating, trying to get a valve working.
Jeez. That's probably like what Barrows deals with every day.
Yep.
I mean, I get stuck out in it, when somebody's broke, like, a lot of these big trucks, you can't tow them. They got to be fixed or at least, band-aided where they'll move, and there he's back.
Back again.
I hate my house. I hate it.
I hate mine too.
I love mine.
Let me rephrase it. I love the town I live in. I live with 84 people. I do whatever the hell I want to. My house, actually, I love my house. But the top internet speed I have, I absolutely fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I need a bigger garage.
Oh, we all need that.
We all
Yeah,
need that.
I think we can all agree with that one. Yeah.
No matter how big it is,
You know,
you
I saw
always need bigger.
exactly. See, I saw a picture on Facebook that explains that really well. It shows a guy in a car looking at a supercar. I wish I had that. Then it shows a guy on a bike looking at the guy's car. He says, I wish I had that. Then look
Yeah.
at the guy that's walking, looks at the guy at the bike, I wish I had that. And it's like, you know, we always, and it's not, and I don't know how to take this. I always tell people be happy with what you got. But in also in life, you need to try to better yourself. So it's kind of a contradictory thing.
Mhm.
Be happy with what you got, but don't be lazy not to try to
Mhm.
exceed and better yourself.
So I
Right.
want
Trust me. I look at my neighbor right across the street has the nicest yard in town. They mow it twice a week. But he has a shop that is just the most cleanest, nicest shop. And all I wish for is 10-foot walls so I have a lift.
Yeah, that's me.
That's
Yeah.
all, that's all I wish for.
Yeah.
And then us Mopar guys, he also has a 2003 Cummins that's got 28,000 miles on it. It's been garage kept his whole life.
Mhm.
It's like, I want you.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd be happy with a 3-bay, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Like I said, as long as one of them was tall enough, I could have a lift in it. I would be happy. You know.
That'll be my next thing. I have actually a decent shop. It's just not set up. Like it's I think it's 24 by 40
Mhm.
and stuff. But it's
That's about what
long.
mine is.
It only has one. It only has one big door. And whoever built this garage built a 9 by 10 door. And I installed that door because when I got this place I live, it used to be a druggie house. People they did have a garage door. They ripped it off. That door cost me almost $1,600 because it was 9 foot tall by 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was some
surprise.
special door, and
Yeah,
I was just, what in the heck?
yeah.
But I wish
Mine's
it was
16.
I wish it was turned sideways and had 2 garage doors instead of just one in long ways. That's one thing I don't like about it.
Yeah, people always told me whenever you decide to build a shop, figure out what size you want, and then double it.
Double it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, mine's like 20 by 24, and it's got a 7 foot tall door. I can't get shit in there, you know.
yeah.
That's the good
well,
thing about pole barns. You can always go longer later.
Right.
Just add sections on, huh?
Yeah.
I
Wider's
talked to
hard.
the city, and I put a 20 by 30 garage on the side of my house, and that's as big as I can go.
That's not. I mean, that's pretty good size, really. I mean,
Yeah, I can go 20 foot, 20 foot wide and 30 foot deep.
How
Yeah.
tall?
Well, I'll make it 4 stories if I can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm in my own apartment on the top of that sucker.
Does it have an
Uh,
elevator?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
gonna,
Rabbit
gonna see if
Trails
I can get
is a 30 by 50, and it's still too small.
yep,
Yeah.
there goes his internet again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try and get it to where I can get a lift in there, even if it's just a 2-post.
We just don't have enough room to make anything bigger here. And it's like I want a place like Barrows was saying with a pole barn where we can I want somewhere I want somewhere where I can put my camper and stuff just like a lean-to almost, you know, on the side.
Yeah.
Have a decent garage, but we just don't have the room here, you know, in the city where we live. It's just and the zoning's all a lot different than when I moved here too. So
Yeah.
they're just a pain in the ass.
I got lucky. I went out to the county.
Yeah.
I only got one government to deal with.
Mhm.
I don't have to deal with city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have done a lot of stuff to my house before we got annexed by Horn Lake because Walls didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
I could have concreted my whole front yard if I wanted to.
Yeah, when we were township, it wasn't any problem. But when they annexed us and made us a city,
Now hold on. Can't you grandfather that saying that I was this way before? Can't you play that card?
Well,
So-
if you did it before,
yeah,
but once you're annexed, you can't do it.
Can't do it.
it's
Well,
like
see-
my front porch is too big. If the house burns down, I can't build the porch as big as it is. My
Right.
garage is too big, and my addition on my house is too big. So if my house burns down, I'm gonna have this little piece of shit cracker box like everybody else has got.
Yeah.
All right. I hate you guys gotta get the hell out of there.
Yes, indeed.
Nobody's gonna tell me what to do like that. They can kiss my no.
It sucks.
I'll tell you my slow internet.
You can come here, but
Yeah.
the weather will chase you out.
Hey, Mopar Mutt, how you doing? Let's see, make sure we didn't lose anything. There's Rob. So yeah, it's I went around and around him too. Yeah, my brother Rod, they won't even let him build a garage because his damn gas line runs under his driveway, and they actually just replaced the gas line. He's like, well, why the fuck didn't we just move it? You know?
Yeah. Well, it's like your water thing. You have the right, but like we were friendly with people enough that if they want to build, they would have to pay to reroute it, but we reroute it.
Yeah.
And stuff
Yeah.
like it'd only be a time material. If you're, I don't know. I'm small town America. Like the biggest, I lived in the biggest town I used to when growing up. I lived in the biggest town in my county, and it was 1,200 people.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So yeah,
Not mine.
they tried. The cities tried to start making annex rules and this and that. My dad and I kind of put that to a stop in a way, and so did some other people. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't just us, but they tried to write me up for my parts truck I had. I was living in town at this, and they said, "Well, you can't have that. It's got to be this and that." I'm like, "No, you're not going to tell me I can't have a vehicle. I can't afford it. You going to pay for my parts?" I'm like,
Right.
I threw a fit, and that people they kept the rules, but they stopped enforcing them to certain people because they knew they'd have a fit. And
we don't have a problem until somebody complains. Like we used to have this zoning lady that went around and like nitpicked everything. And it's like now they only do something if somebody complains, you know. That's like I've been on Hunter about like keeping the yard cleaned up and stuff because I told him, I was like, see, there's like I know who the bad neighbor is. So it's like, look at their house. You know, if you're standing in the backyard and you can see their house, don't have shit in that, in that area, you know, put it over here. I was like, there's a line of sight. Like you can literally, and if they don't see it, they won't say anything, you know?
I'm not gonna lie, my property house is a freaking pig's. The outside, my wife keeps the house very clean. So it is an absolute pigsty out there, and I'm trying to clean it up. But I'm too much of a horse. I might use that piece of metal someday. I need to keep that.
Yeah, that's the problem in my garage is like I got a 2.5 car garage and I can barely get a little car in it because it's full of shit that I might use that one of these days.
My car's been gone for a month, like 5 weeks, and I decided I was gonna clean my shop. I brought all the stuff in the middle, start organizing it, then I stopped. I just spent 3 hours throwing crap back in the shelves and corners.
Trying to get the car back in there.
Get the car back in there because there's been a hailstorm coming through. It's like, and now my car don't run and stuff, so now I can't just it's not easy. Like I can't push it out, push it in real easy because I got a lip and grab it.
Yep.
Like,
I'm in the same boat with the truck. It doesn't run anymore. I was, when it had that little 4-cylinder in, I could just put it in and out, but now it's full tilt boogie, and now I got to push it around. And I got that lip, like you said, it was like, now it's stuck.
Yeah, it's a pain. So One-Eye Cat, don't take this wrong. I don't know a lot of people to this stuff. I'm learning. What are you working on? What's your name? I guess
his real name is Ron English.
I'm just a spectator, man. I'm just cheering everybody on. Go No Name Nationals, man. Get her done.
He's got 2 old darts that are really neat.
Darts.
What did I say? I said dart. Huh? Valiant. Shit.
Giants.
I'm not a Mopar guy. I'm sorry.
What year Valiants?
62.
Oh, I had a chance to buy a 61 Valiant station wagon, 344 speed car one time.
61?
61, I believe.
I want to get a Valiant wagon. That would give me.
That's what it was with the Valiant. I can't turn the. That's what it was with the Valiant wagon. It had that weird back window on the side windows, and somebody had a fender rail headers and a 344 speed in it.
Nice.
And I didn't buy. This is about 8 years ago, and I offered the guy $1,500 for it, and he didn't take it. And then he called me back 2 days later, saying he'd taken. I already spent the money on a different project I decided to buy, and he ended up selling to a guy up in Minnesota for like $4,000. Nice. See. I'm a sucker for those cars. That's a 4-door too, ain't it? Yep.
Yep.
See, my buddy.
Actually, my buddy, a guy at work was selling a Winnebago. That's that orange unit back there, 440. He's like, oh, $400. It's like, so I ended up. We drove it to where my buddy scrapped it, and all I told him I wanted was a drivetrain out of it. He could, because he scraps for a living, so he was happy to jump on that.
Thanks, Mo, for a nut.
It had a generator in the back. I forget what it was, but it might as well have been brand new. I don't know if it ran, but if he could make a buck on it, hey, good for him.
Tell him the engine setup in yours, Don.
Oh, 440 5-barrel.
Figure that one out.
440.
Yeah, did you hear what he said?
So you got 2, 3.
I think I heard that right. 5?
5 barrels.
5.
5.
Okay.
First
Hey,
time.
I'll believe it because I never heard of the 3-barrel until Tony had the 3-barrel on his video.
This
So what do you got? A 3-barrel and a 2-barrel?
nope.
4 and a 1.
Really?
4-barrel up front and a 1 in the back with an adapter plate.
And
My uncle set up. He did it. He had this car for 15 years, 2 of them actually. It had a 383 at one time. He changed that out, put an RV 440 in it, which is in it now, with a 5-barrel. He had a 2 4-barrel setup, but he only had a 1-barrel.
Dude.
So he made an adapter plate and been running it ever since. People look at you funny when they look.
I want to see the linkage.
And it's progressive also. His uncle did some
This
cool
is
shit
all
in his
home.
car. Yeah.
So does the 1-barrel run? Is that the main? Then it when you open up all.
Yeah.
Ah.
And you let it eat, then the other one. It's really neat.
I gotta find it. See, I got these videos on my phone, but I have to figure out how to upload to my channel that I didn't even know I had.
One-eyed cat.
Well, I don't want people knowing who I am, so.
Right.
Don't you lose you?
Oh, here you go. We pop that up.
Yeah, let me
For
get you.
We took that to Watkins Glen last year for the NASCAR race.
you know what? You know, as long as you got more barrels than doors, that's all that matters to me.
Well, there
Right.
you go. Well, I qualify. Yeah, people gobbled that up.
Those old Valiants are cool. ASR.
Well, you don't see them in the wild anymore.
Well, they just had so much style to them, though. I mean, they're like a piece of art.
I'm curious what they do. I'm curious what they do in the wind tunnel.
Yeah. My grandma had a 65 Giant station wagon with a slant in it. And I used to love driving that thing, man.
Why?
Why do people always do this? You're selling something on
buddy's
Facebook, you got a price on it, they say, what's your best price? The one that's posted.
Yeah.
That's right.
I know what I got. Don't know me.
I'm that guy. I always got to see if I get it for less. It don't matter if it's a good deal or not. I got to say, hey, well, would you take this? That's what I love about swap meets. I just love negotiating the bullshit, the crap that went with. I'm trying to watch my cussing.
I know. I say go.
Well, I mean, it's one thing when the person's standing there in front of you and they have cash in their hand. They said, hey, I'll give you, X for it. Okay, I might take it if I see the cash. But don't do it over Messenger.
Yeah, that's why I always send. If I'm really interested, I say, here's my number. Call me or send me your number. I'll call you.
Yeah.
Because you got to realize, like, I've been all over the country for car parts. I've been to Virginia. I've been to Minnesota. I've been to Wisconsin. I've been to San Antonio. I've been to Midland. I've been to Oklahoma. I've been all over the place. Now, not really too much to the West because I've been to Colorado as far as west as I've ever been in my life. But just to pick up stuff. I mean, and so my negotiating, I'm going to make a deal before I start heading that direction and stuff. But that's my.
That was the same way I did with old Red when because it was what 8 hours away for me to go get it. Told the guy, I said, "Listen, I have 10,000. I'll bring you." And he's like, "Okay, I can take that." I said, "All right, I'll be leaving tomorrow." And that was the negotiations on it.
Yep.
Right.
That's what I and then when I bought that Turbo 400 for my car, it was just too good of a deal. But I was trying to get it a little sweeter. Then somebody offered more. And he said, "Hey, you're first one if you want it." And I ended up getting a converter with it for like $500 more. But I negotiated. I saved myself $1,000. Basically pay for my fuel. But the deal was, I called him and I saw it. I had to make the deal. I made the deal. I called him at 7 a.m. and he told me I had to leave, and I left at 9 a.m. and went to Minnesota. No, yeah, I went to Minneapolis, Minnesota, picked that thing up, and drove straight back home. That was like, it ended up being like, I think it was 19-hour round trip there and back. Just picked it up. Ship and stuff. For one, shipping is horrible. And what you got?
Oh, let me get him up there.
It's my Mustang.
Ooh, the steering wheel. I like the steering wheel.
Very nice.
It's a factory wheel wrapped in like a nylon tubing, something, I don't know, but it does make for a nice grip, even though it's dirty.
You know what? That's what I'm so in the mood. Like, I'm so ate up with racing, it's not even funny. But every time I get in a street car or something like that, or just a still hot rod, it's like, this is so much fun. Why do I spend all my money on race cars when I could just buy or build a nice hot street car and stuff? Like, I would love to have a 4-door and station wagon. It doesn't matter. 2-door, just something I can jump in and drive legally and just have some fun on the street.
Oh man, a 1916 Model T. That's cool. Tom Cook says got his grandfather's first car. That's sweet.
I got my great grandpa's first car.
Yeah.
Or not first car. Not his first car. Is that 50? I don't know if I told you guys, but I got a 57 Plymouth Belvedere. That was my great grandpa's, and then it was my grandpa's, and then it was my dad's. It's been since 1976 though, and now it's mine. And I'm gonna try to get it to my son.
Jason.
Yep.
You ready?
There's a one-eyed cat. Oh, almost.
Well, we'll just.
Jeff Rowe, my man.
What's happening, Mr. Jason?
Jeff.
What's up, Jeff?
Oh, I just got home,
everywhere.
unloading. Dude,
You're everywhere.
it's been a long night. I know.
You're
I'm going to talk to you while I unload stuff out of the car. So what are you guys doing?
Just chilling, man. Shooting
Just Tuesdays.
chewing the fat, you know.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get some shit weather here pretty soon.
Yeah, it's coming, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I just spent 3 hours in my garage to put my car in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I'm like, I'm not getting my car held on. I don't give a dang.
Right.
It's just not gonna happen.
Well, they put us under like tornado warnings and all that shit.
The same thing here.
We got that down here too, Jeff.
I have $100,000 truck going to get held on, but my car is in my garage. It does not run.
Travis, Travis' truck's looking good.
Yeah, I got the brand
Thank
new
you.
camper out there and the new to me truck that I just got my Cummins. But I got my piece of shit S10 in the garage, you know.
Priorities,
Yeah,
man. Priorities.
Insurance to take care of it. That's what you pay insurance for.
Yeah, that's true.
This is $1,000 deductible.
Yeah.
Oh, man, mine's only $250.
Yeah, well,
I pay a little more.
I've never had to use it, so it's actually paid for itself in a way. Like all my vehicles, I've never had to claim an insurance claim on my cars. So
Yeah.
that $1,000 a month made it cheap enough. Luckily, God bless, it's worked out for me. I haven't had to pay $1,000 deductible. So it's actually in the long run over the 6 years, the money I've saved has been over $1,000. So
Yes, that's good. That's definitely a benefit right there.
That's the thing is, though, is I believe if you don't use your insurance for like 5 years, they should give you a discount for like a year's insurance.
and that's how
Some
it should
companies
be.
are
They're not gonna
starting
do
to.
it.
Some companies are starting to, do that rate style reduction. But in my opinion, man, if you don't use it, I mean, yeah, you still have to have it, but it's like, man,
Right.
give a much better break, you know?
Oh yeah.
And-
Like,
Well, it's
like I said, I mean, every 5 years, give you a year free of insurance if you don't
Something.
have any claims.
It's
Yeah,
like
something.
race fuel. Race fuel drives me nuts. And when don't not play politics, but when the Democrats and Obama and stuff, the gas prices were high, right?
Yep.
Race fuel went up with the fuel.
Oh yeah.
Trump and them
Oh,
get
the
in.
way-
Trump and them get in. Gas prices go down. Race fuel didn't change.
Yeah.
Same damn
Yeah.
price.
Yeah.
When-
Same price.
right now, race fuel's going back up. Not going back. It's going up higher. If
And it ain't
It-
gonna
gas
go
prices
back
go
down.
down, it ain't gonna go nowhere.
Mhm.
So what is race fuel roughly cost?
What you want? Like C16, I think is around $16 a gallon, $18 a gallon.
Oh,
Somewhere
God.
in there. And see, I'm running out.
What was 104 last I checked? 104 was like $12 a gallon, $13 a gallon, something like that.
That was 110. 110 is $12 here still, but one it's like see alcohol used to be like $2 a gallon. It's $4 a gallon now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
it's
the hell
ridiculous.
alcohol has nothing to do with gas like that.
Yeah,
Because
nothing to do
it's
with
the
alcohol.
taxes.
It's
Crap.
It's
corn.
it's the damn taxes, man.
Well, you don't pay tax. You're not supposed to pay road tax on race fuel because it's
You're not
not
supposed to.
road tax. Well, yeah, you're not supposed to.
unless you're street racing.
And then diesel.
Well, we don't talk about that.
Diesel is a biofuel, is a leftover fuel, and it's more expensive. It's the crap
Yeah.
left over, and you're gonna tell me it's more expensive than gas?
Well, they make them do all
It's not
those
worth
additives and everything now. That's the
Yeah.
problem. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Illinois, you know, because it's like, you know, everyone wants to think they're saving the earth. And in reality, it's not really that. You know, like I'll put it this way. In Illinois, in Chicago, there's 26 or 27 different fuel blends.
God.
Jeez.
And that I'm exactly. And every one of those is taxed. Every municipality has a tax. Every city has a tax. It's just like quit taxing the crap out of it. You know, start making it here. Come up with like 1 or 2 blends, and go with it.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you this, and don't take this personally. Illinois is the California of the Midwest.
It
Okay?
is, and I
It
do.
is
I live here. It
so-
sucks.
Like
I agree with you, Red Beard. Yeah.
every damn time I go that way always to go buy car parts for some reason. I go all the way across that godforsaken state, and I
It
gotta
is
call
horrible.
I gotta call my bank and let them know I'm leaving. And I gotta get fuel. My debit card will not work in Illinois because it is the highest theft rate for debit cards in the United States.
Dude, I am telling you, Illinois is horrendous. Like
The windmills,
like-
the 65-mile-an-hour speed limit zones and double lanes. I absolutely hate that state. Okay.
no, I mean,
Cannot
I live in this state, right? And I can, you know, when you look at taxes, you know, the top 3 in the union are Illinois, Chicago might as well be a state. Fuck, I'm tired. Illinois, California, New York. And the thing is like overall tax is what people pay per capita. Illinois is now the highest. Highest property taxes are New Jersey, but we're second on average. Like what I pay in property taxes is ridiculous. And I'm even low in my area.
I pay $200 a year. Just saying.
Yeah. Pay like 4,800 a year.
Right here. Wendy.
What,
Mine are like
4,800 a year?
4,800 a year, and that's cheap.
What?
That's cheap for me. Or I'm sorry. That's
Wow,
not-
mine's like 12.
Dude,
No,
my
you're
house-
right. Yeah, Don, you're right. It's not cheap, but for where I live, and obviously because Illinois, that's actually, if you want to call it, cheap. And you know, I've got friends. I would move, but you know, it's kind of like the parent thing. You know, help take care of them a lot, and it's not gonna happen for a while. But long story short, man, like I've got friends that, and I live out in the country. I got friends that live in the what I call the nicer neighborhoods, and I mean they're 10, 12,000 a year.
Kiss my ass.
How's that even
Dude.
plausible? I mean, what do you have to make living wise to afford to live there? I mean, 12,000. Don't get me wrong. My house payment, like I live in a single wide trailer, and so don't get me wrong. I'm not like this rich. I have nice vehicles and everything, but my house payment's $300. Like to live in my house, utilities, everything's like $600 a month for everything.
Yeah.
and then my property tax is like $40 a month. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, that's not.
just,
Yeah, I mean, you look at it like,
what's your
you know,
sales tax there?
what's that?
What's sales tax there?
Where I'm at, it's 9 3/4, I believe, or 10 1/4 now.
And
Yeah.
see, that's an example. Like, if you went and bought a TRS truck like mine, you're going to spend $10,000 in sales tax on your vehicle if you went and buy a brand new one.
Yeah. And now they have this thing in Illinois where if you sell a used car, you got to pay tax on it, and depending on the county, you got to pay that county tax.
Well, you even have to justify the amount here.
Yeah, they're doing that in Ohio. Like, yeah, if you sell it for less than they think it's worth, they send you a bill.
Yeah, well, I sold a Jeep this summer. It was my dad's to a guy in Ohio, and I wrote the bill of sale up for $500.
You're going right.
Yeah, well, because I have to pay on it. Because once you do the title, they will send you a bill, and he had to do it. They'll send him a bill.
Mm-hmm.
So we just wrote up a bill of sale saying, $500 Renos.
They take ours and they transfer the title. They get theirs.
Yeah.
What about when could you just do as a fan member like gift? Can you just do gift on it?
Yeah, so there's laws on that. Like my dad and I have the same name, so it's really easy to skirt that. But the thing is like there's laws on gift stuff, and I can't remember what it is. And then Illinois got a law on it.
We were allowed to give, because my daughter and I bought a car, and then we gave it to our younger daughter. We were allowed to do that as a gift, but
yeah,
I think other than that, you can't do it.
I'm telling you right now.
Throw blue book in there.
It's baloney. Baloney.
I cannot afford your property taxes, and I don't know what I could afford. $12,000 a year.
No, I don't pay that. I pay $4,800, but I know people that pay more than that. Like I got a friend up in Orland Park, which is south of Chicago.
$9,000, which I don't know where he lives, but crazy. Ours is like, how much is ours, Rob? Like $1,800? I think Rob put it on here actually.
like school tax.
Like I don't drive a nice daily driver, Redbeard.
Yeah.
Like every time my daily drivers are like mine is, 15 years old, 100 billion quadrillion miles. But I've kind of always been that way, just for the fact is I'd rather have the extra money to play with,
Well, see, my theory on it, for me, my personal self, this isn't telling people what to do. It's just, I can plan a monthly payment. I like warranties on my vehicles. I can plan a monthly payment. I cannot plan a $6,000 transmission or a $10,000 diesel engine going out and stuff now. Okay, because that shit does happen. I mean, especially like in Cummins in 03, they had a problem they changed the head design one time, and the keepers or whatever kept dropping valves in the engine. That's $10,000. Like, yeah, I can afford my plan because I have it planned in my budget for. I don't have enough self-control, I guess, to save $10,000 for an engine. There's $10,000. Just go buy race rods and pistons and Pro Charger. I know I'd be doing something stupid like that.
Yeah, Idiocracy just said Ohio will send both parties a letter asking for confirmation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so. When I knew the guy was going to buy the Jeep, because we talked about it a lot on the phone, like we printed off one of those bill of sales online and all that. So it was kind of like we were prepared for it, but we paid cash,
Hunter bought this beat up square body a couple years ago. I mean, this thing didn't have a bed on it. It didn't have any lights. He drove it home with just like the cab on it. And he paid like $500 for it or something. They're still hounding him saying, oh, it was worth $3,200 and blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is Mississippi, once it's 15 years or older, it's a flat fee. You don't pay sales tax or anything on it. It cost me $36 a year for anything 15 years.
Here's a good one, Travis. In Illinois, you used to have the option to get regular plates or antique plates for old cars, Now you don't. You can get antique or extended antique, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Now, so I have historical tags on the S10 because it's old enough, and it's like $48 for 50 years. That tag doesn't expire.
Yeah,
for
I
50
mean
years.
it's cheaper.
Years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
this-
it is definitely
$100 fee and you're
cheaper.
done.
Mhm.
Well,
It's
guys,
definitely a lot cheaper, but like there's different stipulations on like what you can do. So
Yeah.
every time, like if I'm out, if I was getting nailed, I mean I won't, but I'm like, yeah, I'm going to the mechanic
Well,
Saturday
if I
at
get-
10:30 p.m. Well,
if I
every
get
state,
nailed, it's my own fault. I
every
haven't never
state's
got
different.
nailed yet, but
Well,
So
like,
guys,
twice. But got
I'm getting off here.
Okay.
all right, Bear, take it easy,
I
man.
gotta wake up at 3 a.m. Nice talking to y'all.
See you,
Nice
brother.
meeting you, bud.
See ya.
yep, see ya. My daughter
Okay,
got
like,
pulled over for the first time today.
You get the antique tags, and you can drive it every day. Doesn't matter.
They don't know.
But in Tennessee, you can only, if you have antique tags, you can only drive it on Sundays or to the mechanic or to the car wash, or it's
Antique
there's all
tags.
kinds of different stipulations.
Antique tags here. You're only limited to personal use, like twice a week. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or going to a car show, which every time I take it out, it's a car show. So
I miss mine.
it is because you're showing it off to the public.
That's all
Right.
right. Well, rolling in to get gas, when you stick the nozzle inside the trunk, people look at you funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I would drive my Mustang down the street to put gas in it. I'd open the trunk. They're like, "Where are you putting that gas?"
Well,
Yeah.
it's the younger generation don't know what it is, and the older generation makes them remember when.
hmm
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
it's that. Well, a 62 Valiant, you got to go old school for people to remember that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the crazy part. Any old car nowadays, especially because generations are really overlapping. Because you got guys that like my dad's age that are late 60s, early 70s, and you got these really young guys that have no idea.
So all that analog knowledge, they had to learn it out of a book, or nowadays you can pull up anything on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Google. Yeah, Google's insane. For
Yeah,
sure.
I'll be right back, Jason. I got to run in real quick.
Okay.
I don't think you guys want to go to the piss. I don't think you guys want to go to the pisser
No.
with me. Right
No,
back.
you can have you
No, you
can
can have that all by yourself, brother. That's your personal time.
do my brother-in-law. He borrowed my 81 Dodge pickup, and he calls me up and he's like, "People are flashing me. The bright lights are on. And I can't figure out how to get the bright lights off." I was like, "You see that silver thing on the floorboard?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, click it." Hey, what do you mean? I said, "Just step on it once." It's like, "That's how you dim the headlights?" I was like, "Yep."
Yep. Yeah, they have no clue, do they?
Daylight hours is a big one here for.
How much younger was Taylor than you? 12 years? 11 years.
Trying to get this light to not fall off here. There we go. Too many doodads on this boom right here. It's getting ready to freaking fall.
Catastrophic failure.
Yeah.
Oh, not to change the subject. You know how derby cars and all this? My
Mhm.
brother picked one up. He wants to do a last derby car. He told me about it today. It's a 72 Mercury Marquis.
Wow. Big old tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a big old land yacht there.
Perfect.
I told him it's like you ought to, and the interior is really nice too. A buddy of his was going to derby it. It's been inside the garage, but he's never done nothing with it. It's like, man, if you find the right market, you could sell all that interior, all your tail lights, all your buckets. Are those flip away headlights or no?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, the cover up.
Like, man, you could make money on that and still have a hell of a derby car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tank.
Oh, it's got a 429 in it. I'm like, don't do nothing with that motor. Let me talk
Yeah.
to some people.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, take that out and just slap a 302 in or something for the Derby.
He's going to put a Chevy 350 in it. He's
All
already
right, yeah, just something cheap,
He's already got it.
cheap.
He's already got a derby motor. He just needs something to put it in.
Yeah.
Still, that's a big old boat. What do you say? It was 17 feet or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of like the old New Yorkers and stuff,
Said he had a 15-foot tape and he run out.
Yeah, I bet he did.
But
I missed my opportunity on this. It sold. Let's see if I can get that.
it's fun trying to get it into frame, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty.
yeah. It's got a Mustang drivetrain basically. It's a 302 and a C4 with a 4.9-inch in it.
It looks like Chip Foose drew it.
He might have. But the guy was only wanting 8,500 for it, and it sold quick.
I
Already
bet.
sold.
Pretty cool.
It
That's a
popped
little,
up yesterday.
that's a little D50, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little D50.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it should have been real fun to drive.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't ruin a nice 302. Ruin a small block Chevy.
Everything come out all right?
Yeah, I had to kind of holler at my daughter for a minute. She got hurt. She got pulled over for the first time today. So
Oh
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
it wasn't her fault, was it?
Mm-mm.
well, I know the cop, and she
Warning
admitted
shot?
this was just her though. You know, I was the same way when I was young. She admitted to speeding. Right. She was doing 42 and a 30. She admitted to speeding, but
30,
she argued. Argued with the cop. No, I was only doing 37. And he's like, "Well, you're still speeding, but I wasn't doing 42." I'm like, "Man, you just need to learn to like shut up."
Yeah. Indeed.
It's just
Yes,
been one of
sir,
those days,
understood.
Jason.
Oh, I know. Believe me. I've got 4 kids. I've been there.
Man, it's just
That's
been a
all
long
right.
day.
I got 72 and a 55 once, them cocksuckers.
Yeah.
They've since raised the speed limit to 65 through there, but
Yeah, I got everybody at work's pissed off at me because they're making me install GPSs in the trucks so they can keep track of them. Which we had them before.
Yeah.
Well, now they've got
it's technology. I'm surprised every company don't, or
Yeah.
you know, if they don't come equipped already.
asset protection. You know. And
111
yeah,
and a
so-
55.
yeah, I have never had a speeding ticket. Knock on wood. I don't know how, but yeah. So the speedo alarm keeps going off because nowhere in our county is the speed limit over 65. So they've got the limit set at 66. We've got guys going 66 and 35. Well, the best one though was a backhoe. There's the one-eyed cat.
For you, Jason.
Yeah. Old bad breath, one eye.
Yeah.
But yeah, he one of the guys they called him and they're like, "Hey, did your backhoe come off the trailer or something?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, well, the backhoe was just clocked at 68 miles an hour. We just figured it fell off. And he was like, it's parked at the shop. It was sitting at the shop on the trailer. He was gone pulling another trailer with with his tractor. So it's not completely accurate, but yeah. Like, how the hell did that?
I was trying to figure out how you got a backhoe to go that fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we figured it was on the trailer, and he was going that fast pulling it, and
Right. And it was on.
But
Yeah.
it was literally parked at the shop. Like, I walked outside, I'm like, there's his hoe right there, you know. He's like, yeah, I got the little skid steer. I don't even have my hoe.
Well, Illinois is notorious for stoplight cameras, you know, especially in the
Oh,
city of
very
Chicago.
legal.
And a friend of mine, yeah, I got a buddy of mine who got running a red light ticket in the city of Chicago, and they send you a picture, right? And it's not even his license plate or vehicle. So he calls him up and he's like, you know what? He's like, I can prove it to you at the time this happened that I was at a doctor's appointment. They're like, you're gonna have to prove it in court. And he goes, that's not even my vehicle.
We went to Orlando and rented a car, and the same thing happened to us. It wasn't the car we rented. The family was black. You know, it was like,
yeah.
I can send you a picture.
He decided to fight it. So he goes up, gets a court date, right? Drives up to Chicago and sits there half a day, and they told him they weren't gonna be able to get to him. So Gets another court date. 3 times. 3 times. It cost him, and he's like, screw it. And he went to the place to pay it, and it's a huge sham.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get
My
you one
wife-
way or another.
Yeah, my wife finally gave up because we used her credit card to rent the car, and they just dinged the credit card for renting the car. And finally, she was just like, she's like, I don't want to fight it. They'd already told me there's no points. I was like, that's bullshit, though. That was not the car we were in. Like, I even took a picture of the car by accident, and I took a picture of the license plate. I was like, here's the car, here's the license plate. It was the same kind of car, and it was the same rental company, but it was like they had it all fucked up.
This wasn't even close, man. Like the license plate, it was on one of his work trucks, like a farm. Like it's actually he uses on a farm. It wouldn't even make it to Chicago. It's like an old farm truck, grain hauling, right?
Right.
And the vehicle that got nailed was like a little S10 or Ranger. I mean, not even close to the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dan. That the GPSs that I'm hooking up, they'll beep us if a check engine light comes on or the ABS light comes on. I had this happen to me yesterday. I was working on a truck and I was turning around to get on my computer and I got this little thing in the corner. It was going off. I'm like, what the hell's that? It was like, oh, unit number, blah blah blah, has a warning lamp on. And I'm like, what the fuck? And about an hour later, he's like, yeah, I was driving and my ABS light's on in the one of the big trucks. And I'm like, well, yeah, I already knew because it already told me that.
Today's technology, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's I'm not I work in that world of whatever, and I'm not a fan of it. And people become too reliant on it. Like way too reliant on technology.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was Hertz that we rented that car from, Dan, by the way. I want to rent another car from him.
So I'm going on vacation in July, right? We're driving.
Mm-hmm.
Never rent a car to do it, but like I got this discount for I wanted a bigger vehicle because there's just more than my family going, and I got a really good deal on a rental, right? Like a really like unlimited miles, this, that, the other, and I'm like on the phone, like I don't want any surprise charges. You know what I'm saying? Oh
Yeah.
no, this is I'm like no, like none, like no surprise charges.
I recommend the insurance.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I did do that. It was like $18.12.
I've heard some horror stories of like it wasn't my fault, but
If you ever go to one of these places where you like drive the NASCARs around the track, pay the extra $20. Ask me how I know. A friend of mine had an accident, caught one on fire, totaled it. And if he wouldn't have bought that insurance, it would have been like 20 grand he had to pay. And it was like $40. Yeah.
Dang.
good money.
Yeah. I think they were in Chicago when that happened. Yeah.
See, I did Daytona, but I was too young to drive. I was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and they had stuff going on. I'm like, oh, this is cool. So there was nobody there when I was down there, and I got to do it. It was fun.
I've always wanted to do it. I did. You ever seen the Legend cars, half scale cars? I did that. That was fun as shit.
Have you seen the guy that's got the 2-seat top fuel dragsters and all that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to do that.
That's
I do too, really bad.
Larry Dixon, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to do that really bad.
There used to be a guy that went down at Tri-State. Dan will probably remember it was down there where he lives. A guy had a 2-seat dragster that, just like an 890, like a super comp dragster. And I rode in that. That was fun.
Yeah, I want to do a ride along down here at No Name Nationals.
Okay.
We used to have.
I think that's going to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I'm putting 2 seats in my truck just for that.
I got a bench seat. We put 3 people in mine.
I got a whole diner in the Thunderbird.
You do?
Yeah, that's
You got like 2 couches.
I'm bringing a waitress with me.
champagne glasses and everything.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the back seat in that thing,
Oh
Travis?
yeah, they're huge.
Oh, I mean, they are a couch.
It's a wraparound diner booth.
It's a wraparound diner booth. Yeah, it's cool.
Is it actually kind of like a limo where it comes
Yeah,
around?
it wraps around the
Yeah.
whole.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was just like any of the other big cars, I've been around a lot of the big tuna boats and stuff, and they're,
What's them doors?
You know,
with?
I mean, can you see
Check
it?
that shit out. Look at that.
oh wow.
Look at that. Yeah.
And I can
I mean, the
sleep
front-
back there.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's a big old. It's a big
Do
old
they have-
bar.
You could use that thing for camping.
Yeah.
Instead of bringing a camper with you,
I mean, it's
just sleep in that.
Well,
It's a big old tank, man.
That's
I'm gonna
why
be here.
babies come out naked. It's because that back seat.
I'm gonna be exactly. You thought you were going in there for a ride and lunch. I didn't think so.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That other one I showed you, I might be working on here soon in the back seat. That convertible, it's like that. It's all so.
Man,
cool.
you know what's funny is I wanted to find a couple of these back seats to make like shot benches out of, but they are so expensive. It's like nope.
Oh yeah.
I'd be afraid of sticking to those seats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd be hotter than hell. Like, ow, son of a bitch! Yeah. No shorts.
Peeling.
Mhm.
Well, one of the smoothest riding cars I ever was in was my buddy's 78 Newport.
I'm
Oh,
listening
that's a
to that.
barge.
At At 150 miles an hour, that thing was like sitting on a cloud.
Yeah. I had a buddy that had a 72 Cadillac 472, and we redid all the brakes, suspension, everything on that car. And that thing just rode like a dream, man. I got parts in today. Always nice.
My toys are coming tomorrow.
It's getting down to crunch time.
John, how many days left? He'll be in.
I think it's like 170, 168, 169.
Yeah. Saying I'm glad I'm just coming as a spectator. It's already going to be 13 hours, but I'm making it. I want front row center of everything.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have a lot of fun.
There'll be plenty of entertainment, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be a riot.
Indeed. I just hope there's no ego guys there. That's all I'm concerned about.
There will be.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping there.
Well, as long as nobody gets butthurt about losing a race
Right.
and wants to fight or scream and yell.
As long as they
Or
keep
make
it to their own
excuse, or just make a shitload of excuses why they lost.
Oh,
and play out
well,
again.
the thing is, the best excuse I've ever heard was my buddy it was a 10-second Evo, right? And this guy in this S10 wanted to run him. And of course, he just got demolished.
I'm listening to all the parking.
He says, well, just wait until next week. I'll get my new valve springs in, and that'll make all the difference in the world.
Okay. Did he just break it in and didn't change the springs out yet, or what?
It was pretty much a stock small block Chevrolet.
It's like years ago, Travis, early 20s. I had a 71 Chevy truck that had a really wicked big block in it, super low gears and all that. But it was, the paint job was in a barn, international yellow and white, right? It just looked like an old farm truck, but it was quick. And a friend of mine had a drop top GTO. It was a 400 bone stock, 4-speed, 323 gears. And I would walk him, and every time he had an excuse.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, dude, it didn't matter. Come on, man.
She was barking. She wanted to come down and say hi. She was at the top of the stairs barking. She can't see for shit anymore. So I'm
but I've heard all kinds of excuses of straight racing.
If I get beat,
man,
I get beat. I'm gonna go give the guy a high five, get a picture with him, post it out on my community page. This guy whipped my ass.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can think of one where I had a valuable excuse for losing. It was because of my own stupidity. I changed nitrous jetting and didn't test, and went out and made the race, and just blew the back tires off.
Well,
that was me being a dumbass. Yeah.
I bracket raced for 18 years. I figured out all kinds of ways to lose a race. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
I never.
A ton of them.
I just pissed at myself, but
yeah.
Well,
there's a million and one ways to lose a race. That is.
Don't do that again. You good? You want down?
I had a buddy that had a super.
Clean the carpet.
Wearing me out about this truck.
I had a buddy that
2 days.
I had a buddy that had a super quick Camaro, and it didn't get traction hardly at all. Part of the problem was he didn't know when to let out, right? And the other part of the problem is he had decent tires, but he didn't have what he needed, and he would lose a lot of races. And it wasn't the fact that he was losing; it's because he ended up halfway in the ditch, sideways, spinning around, and it's like, dude, like
He needed a driver mod, is what he needed.
yes. Anytime it went to the track though, which wasn't a lot, I drove it for him because it was like he was driving a demolition derby, It's like
I know a lot of people like that.
It's like you just got crossed up right off the line. The guy is walking, and you're still all over it, and you're just itching for a ditch at that point. It was just bad. It was a nice Camaro, though.
Yeah, I've met a lot of people that just can't drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely that.
NSB, we are going to run the dart coaster as much as they let us. Same here with Larry T-Bird and the big bad green machine.
I was asking him earlier about doing ride-along, so I was going to get the wife out there so she wouldn't bitch about the way I drive. And he was asking the comments about still wanted to.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I said, yeah.
No,
I'm just going to have fun. I'm going complete fun with this,
I'm saying about
Like
ride-along. I want to go too.
It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So
obviously for a 4,000-pound car, it's going to run well, but
I want the back seat, back of the bus.
there you go.
Weight transfer. I'll get that corner down.
Yeah, put my fat ass back there. It'll be fine.
Well, I mean, the T-Bird should have what, a 15 to 20 person trunk?
I'm going to take the trunk lid off and put like a couple rows of bus seats back there. And
That'll
like
work.
rumble seats, church pews.
Well, we used to call them, trunks or body capacity. How many bodies you can stick back there?
Yeah. You know what the weird part is? You'll see it, Travis. This trunk, it's big, but it isn't as big as it looks just because of the way it's designed.
Got to install the oh shit handles. Yeah.
Yep.
Where are
I
you?
just can't wait. I just can't wait till when I nail it off the line, Travis, and those flames go shooting out of those zoomies.
Oh, that's gonna be sweet. I'm almost wanting to put stacks on my truck just so I can do the flames too.
Dude, that'd be so cool. It'd be so cool.
Just
Because
have
it
them
doesn't
come right
matter
up
at
through the
that
bed.
point. People aren't going to be looking at who's winning or losing. They're going to be looking at flames going down the track, and hopefully it's not coming from under the hood.
I'm not putting a stack.
Right.
I liked Barrow's idea of plumbing in propane, but
Yeah. I mean that's an old school thing. My cousin did that on his 56 Chevy pickup. Had the stacks with the propane.
What would happen if you just purge the nitrous out the exhaust? What color would that be? You see
I don't know.
See people come up in the line and they just purge the hell out of the nitrous. It's like, put that out of the exhaust and.
Well, nitrous isn't explosive though. It's just an oxygenator.
Oh, okay.
It's not. You can't actually just burn straight nitrous. It won't burn.
Just oxygen. Okay.
Yeah, it's
just an oxygen bearing chemical.
Yeah, but it could work, Travis, if you had a spark and it's running rich. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you have to have the fuel in there to break it up.
Yeah.
Because you got to break the oxygen and nitrogen up.
We'll go with
for it to actually work.
Get it done, Jeff.
We'll go with acetylene.
Now that burns a nice cool blue.
I know. It'll be fun though. I can't wait to do that. That's going to be the best part.
Well, I just can't wait for like the first drive in the truck. That's going to be fun. Because that motor is rowdy anyway. So
yeah. Is that a 440 or is it 408?
The 408 is what's going in Copperhead.
Okay.
Are you going to be able to make it to the track before No Name, or is it going to be hopefully we can get on the trailer by itself deal?
I am going to be doing a lot of Cuban drag racing with that thing this summer. There's a strip about an hour and 20 minutes away. I don't even want to fuck with that. I'm just going to get my draggy and go hit a country road.
Yeah, I've got a drag strip about 15.
They got GPS shit now. You can just
That's that
Yeah.
draggy. I want to get a draggy, Jeff. I haven't really looked at them, but I've seen guys using them, and they've had them. There's YouTube videos. They're like deadly accurate. They'll take it to the track and make it hit and compare, and it's pretty crazy.
You can do video. You can do a video with it, and it has everything going on it. So
Right.
I mean, that's gonna be some cool content. And but I bought it. So I bought it when Kyle got that GTO done.
Mm-hmm.
But then we decided to like go a different route with some stuff and never used it because it got into the winter time. And I absolutely forgot I had it until I was looking for a compression tester in my toolbox. I'm like, hey, look at that.
There's
There
the
it is.
draggy, yeah.
But yeah, they say they are extremely accurate.
Yeah, there's a group of guys that do not bracket racing, but index racing
Yeah.
on the street with it.
Really?
Yeah, and it's accurate enough to tell, and they link them all together to like everybody can see it.
Oh,
So
I've
if you
seen
break
that.
out-
cool.
Yeah, I've seen that where they can watch both cars go down. Yeah.
Right. So if you break out, everybody knows you broke out.
Yeah.
You know, you went
You know, if
past because they do like 6 O's.
That's crazy.
If you think about it, Travis, if a bunch of people didn't want to get caught out street racing and you had the road that you were on and everyone just went to the same road, ran a couple, and then put them all together to see where that,
Yeah,
who would have
Right.
won.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, whoever makes the fastest hit down this road,
Yeah.
Yes.
do it one at a time, and then everybody meet back at Mel's Diner and we'll compare notes. And yeah.
Exactly.
Fair
That would be
enough,
fun. I'm just gonna piss a lot of people off with this car. I have a feeling because it's gonna be extremely loud.
Loud's good.
Now, did you decide if you're going right in front of the front tires or right in front of or right behind the front tires or right in front of the back tires?
You know what? I'm not 100% sure. I was kind of mocking it up when my dad
My
was
wife's
over here
dying.
last night. So I don't know yet, man. I kind of want to go right before the front tires.
That'd be cool.
Burn the paint off the doors.
See, that's why I had the tips it came with were janky as shit. So I'm not going to use them, but I'm going to angle cut what's on there so it kind of shoots out and not up.
If these headers
Yeah,
I got don't fit very well, I'm going to get a set of front exit turbo headers and make an exhaust that goes out the front on the
That
truck.
would be really cool.
We'll know that probably tomorrow night. I'll probably have a video up to see how well these things fit. Depending on how my wife's doing, I gotta take her for a procedure in the morning. So hopefully she'll take a nap for a couple hours and I can fart around the garage.
Just waiting for her in case she needs your assistance.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Chivalry is
that's right. Chivalry's not dead yet.
correct.
No, not yet. It's getting there. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Hold the
my
door
son-
open for the wrong person and they're all like, what are you doing that for?
I ain't opening the door for nobody.
Not anymore.
This guy's killing me.
I open the door and they go by. I'm smacking them on the ass on the way in. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Well, you just got to make sure you look for the Adam's apple first.
That is an understatement. You got to be careful with that. You
It's
never know
man.
what's going to be
It was
creeping
funny.
up on you.
We were somewhere and Hunter opened the door for some girls that were walking in, and the mom of the girls, she looked at me and she says Chivalry's still alive, isn't it? And I told her that. I was like, well, you're lucky it wasn't me, because I'd be smacking them on the ass when they walked through. And
Chivalry's not dead. It's just named Adam.
she started laughing so hard. She was like, oh my God. I'm telling you.
But I mean, that's you raise a really good point on that because you just got to be. People are weird nowadays. I mean, I'm weird. I'm weird. You're weird, but we're weird in a good way.
Yeah, we are, right? Yeah, we're all weird in our own different way. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long
We
as
gotta
you're not
make
weird
things
in a
very
weird
well.
way.
Yeah, our weird's
yeah.
advertised.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel bad for like my daughter and stuff because she doesn't use him and her. She uses they and them because she has to do that at school and she can actually get suspended if she doesn't use the right pronouns at school.
I tell my kids don't do that
Oh
shit.
my
You
God.
know, just I'm not gonna have them indoctrinated or pushed to a certain way. You know, if they
That's
don't want
the
to.
discussion we got into today about it being pressed upon us, and it's like, you know what? I don't care what you do. That's everything's fine.
It's your life.
But don't push that shit on me.
See, that's what I was explaining to somebody today. Because the door example, by opening a door, I opened a door for somebody, and literally it was one of those. Sorry, ma'am. Opened it. Oh, was not a ma'am.
Oh,
And I just kept my mouth shut, you know. And
No.
I told a friend of mine, I don't care what you do, whatever, but you got to respect all points of
You can
views.
start and stop the
Oh,
kid.
If you can't respect my point of view, but I'm going to be respectful to you, don't push it down my throat. You know.
that was our thing. Was
Right.
like I respect your point of view, and I'll leave it be, but then don't disrespect my point of view. It's
So I did
Right.
say something one time because I do.
like,
I say
it's a catch-22,
Mopar Mopar Nuts on there. Hello, Mopar Nut. I every once in a while I just get fed up. You know, you have one of those falling down days, like remember the movie?
Yeah.
And
Got your glasses on, like,
this was one of those moments you walk around a hallway and you run into somebody. You know, oh, excuse me, sir. And it was this he, shim, shall, she, shoot. I just said that's too complicated. I gotta go. You know.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain it. You know, sorry, I have eyeballs. I can tell you're,
yeah.
you know, what you are.
Well, I was fine when you had the guys that dressed like the woman, and I was good with all that.
Lola.
Yeah. Y'all do whatever you want in your house. You don't have to like run down the street yelling it. I don't care. And I think that's what happened. I really do. I think the gay movement got to a
Yes.
point where everybody just really didn't care. They didn't care that people were gay. It's like, okay, be gay, do whatever you need to do in your own house. We're fine with
But
it.
when it became all it became all political.
Well, what I'm saying
Once
is
it became political,
everybody.
it's like, oh, this is fucking ruined.
Well, the thing is what I believe everybody just got used to the idea and was like, we're good with it. It's cool, whatever. And they're like, well, now we're not special anymore. We have to do stuff to be special and stand out.
Yeah, and I don't want to be special because I was special as a kid.
I'm still special. My middle
You're
name's Ed.
still special.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's like I just want to be me. Like I don't want to be considered special or unique.
Jeff,
Or
you are unique.
I'm unique, but
We
I.
are.
but that's
unique.
So you know what okay, so like this is no joke, and I'm not going to confirm or deny it's true, but like a lot of times I'll just I used to do artwork or do something creative or come up with something. Anytime anybody asks me, I would try to explain it to them, and it's right there, right?
Well,
So
if
now
they don't
anytime,
get it, they don't get it.
so now they just ask a question. I just straight up tell them LSD, There you go.
Yeah.
and they just stop asking questions at that
Cocaine
point.
is a hell of a drug. I'm just telling you.
I'm just
How'd you come up with that idea for that LSD? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'll see you next week. Okay.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
not.
I drink a lot of orange juice when I do it too.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like,
I
yeah.
know.
I still think you should do like another channel just to do shorts of the crazy things you talk about.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to, but it's got it. I was actually testing some of those videos, but I need to do it when it's nice out and outside, and you'll see why.
Friend of mine
Okay.
had a really good idea.
Because that's going to be epic.
Yes.
friend of
Yes.
mine had a really good idea about telling stories like that. Like we need to make like a round table type thing. We all just sit in our chair and and tell stories like that. And it be its own channel, its own entity. And I was like, yeah, that would be good.
That would be
They're all
good.
like, yeah, Jason's got a shitload of stories.
Yeah. Jason,
answer. Go ahead.
I'm bringing some of them characters to the No Name Nationals.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you should.
We get kicked out.
You and
For
your
a
other
drag
7
race.
personalities.
I'll bring a few of the
Oh,
voices
yeah.
in my head.
Yeah, I bring those guys out.
fucking
Holy
geek.
fuck.
Where are all these cables? Like Hunter's been down here playing computer games on my computer.
Turn that
Yeah,
control.
Mopar Nuts right. Mopar Nut's 100% right. He says, live your life, stay out of mine. Exactly.
Yes.
And as you get older, I mean, that's just the truth. It's just like, you know what? You just stay out of my life, leave me alone. I'll stay out of yours. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it. I mean, the thing is, I've always been the kind of person that do whatever you want to do, as long as you're not harming anyone else.
Wow.
Yes.
When you start harming other people, well, then we got to talk. But if you're not
Yeah.
harming anybody else, do what you want to do. It doesn't matter.
I'll sit back here and laugh.
Yeah. I mean,
Somebody the other day, I did something retarded at work. I don't remember what it was, but they're
I
like,
do
"What
that
is
every
wrong with you?" And I was like, "A lot."
A
Mhm.
lot.
You want
You want the
I
whole
usually
list?
feel when people say that, what's wrong with you? I'm like, now or just in general?
Right.
Yes. And I
How
like,
long
you know,
does this
sometimes
conversation need to be?
sometimes you just got to tell them a lot. Do you want it alphabetical order or Dewey Decimal System? And they'll just leave you alone.
Yeah.
Top 3 or the whole list?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, so like I do the car stuff with Instagram too, right? You know, so there's
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
on Instagram. So I'm going to start confusing them. I'm going to post a picture out there with me, but I don't have a beard and it looks much different. And I'm
Mhm.
just going to say, hey, twin brother's coming in town and just see what happens. Because I'm going to shave my beard off soon and just start fucking with people.
Might as
So you
well.
kind of look like a, just, I don't know, a penis.
Look like I'm 10. I got penis. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to Manscape.
Yeah. Yeah.
He usually wears a hat to cover up the slit.
Exactly. You don't want me wearing a hat. You'll either throw change at me or ask me if I'm okay.
Right. Oh shit! I'm gonna be getting off here in a minute.
Yeah, it's already 9:30.
Yeah.
I know.
It's fun when you're having flies.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. It's been a long day and gonna be another long one tomorrow. And I hope that weather's just not
Yeah.
crappy, man.
I know.
Yeah, just-
They're saying
Well-
tomorrow night here is going to get bad. Like around midnight, they're telling everybody to make sure they got flashlights and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I better dig
Great.
mine out.
The last
Hey, Travis.
Hmm.
You might like this, man.
Uh-oh.
I got it at that swap meet. It's for a small block, Mopar, dual point distributor, Old Mallory.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And check this out. It's an old tune-up kit, Mopar.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
it's got
on the
8
box.
plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 plugs, 2 of the points, condenser, everything, man. Isn't that neat?
I got
Wow. Somebody probably pay you $1,000 for that thing.
a small block Ford.
Yeah.
MSD.
Hey, there you go.
I don't have a small block Ford anymore, but I got a. Oh. Terrence.
Build
That was
around
the
it.
broken stuff. But yeah, I did the floor pan today because it's gonna be nice. So tomorrow I'll be up in the carport and I'll probably go ahead and do the oil pan and converter and put the engine and transmission
Hey,
together.
you keep making videos of that, man.
Oh yeah.
Record videos, brother, man.
Well, I had to do a video on my phone today because I pulled out the camera and the battery was dead. I was like, well, I guess I'm using my phone today.
That's all I use is my phone. I really want to do it differently, but I got to get a different laptop because I don't really do shit with technology because I hate it. And so I just do it on my phone. But basically what I'm going to do is at one point I'll get a laptop because I got to get a GoPro and all that. So
Mhm.
I got that one,
Yep.
but I need 2. Here's why.
Oh yeah, you need
One of them's going to go. One of them's going to go in the back. One of them will go. You know what I'm talking about. I can't
Mhm.
talk tonight.
Well, I was thinking of one time about getting some motorcycle dash cams because they got front and rear and they're only about like yay big around, and putting them in the marker lights so I can watch like the sides of the car as I was going down the.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I've even got night vision.
Oh,
You can get a camera through it.
Ooh.
So that might be a good flame video.
Oh yeah. Well, once you flame it, if it's night vision, it's just gonna.
It's just gonna
Blur
explode.
out
I used to
anyway.
use that for that was for coyotes.
Got an old
Spot
Mallory's
different
well
light.
tester. That's cool.
Oh man, that is neat. So here's something. So buddy of mine, when I was up at that place, he's got one of the big old '60s Sun machines with everything, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
But if anybody comes across an old distributor machine that works, I need one.
Okay.
Tall John's got one.
Yep.
Does he? But is it for sale?
No.
Probably not. I don't know.
Oh, that was some cool videos he did with that thing.
You know, I might know where one of those is, and the guy's
Come
getting ready to go out
on,
of business. I'll work on that tomorrow. It's
Okay.
probably
I mean, it doesn't have.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna start doing a lot more stuff at my buddy's machine shop once I get some stuff wrapped up, just to really learn.
Yesterday, and I was like, and they're like, he's selling all the shit. I was like, I need to get over there because he's got a lot of cool old stuff like that.
Got to get
I want
different.
a valve grinding machine, like an old Sioux, like I learned how to use when I was in high school. That's what I've been looking for.
So my machine shop guy's got like 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you a couple pictures. They're not Sioux, I know that, but he's got them laying around all over the place. He's got like all the boring stuff. He's got everything, but he doesn't have a distributor machine anymore.
Okay.
And he doesn't have a way to. He doesn't balance his own cranks, but that's a whole other
Right.
story. But
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to get into all that mess anyway. So
no,
we've only got one guy here in town that does it. Everybody's, all the machine shops send their cranks to him anyway. So yeah.
yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, he's probably making a mint.
yeah, it's just too much.
Yes.
For him,
Go away.
But
Well, with the heavy metals you got to put them in, that stuff's expensive.
Mallory, yeah. That's what it's called, I think.
Yep.
Go away.
I mean, a lot of the old school ways, people just welding stuff in,
Mhm.
but I don't know about that. That doesn't sound.
I was always happy when I had one balance and they didn't have to put weight in it; they had to take it out. So they just
Yes.
drill pressed it. Like,
Yep.
yes.
That's the way my crank mine was done. They didn't have to add any, and it was already pretty close ananyway. They
It
said,
seemed
but
like
they just
it
had to
was
do.
always my Ford cranks because they're usually external balanced, and that's the one
Yeah.
that usually had to take the weight off of them. So I was good with that.
Yeah, I paid extra for scat to get mine down to, I think it's 4 grams or something. It's within 4 grams or
Yeah, that's
something like that. I paid an extra like $500 to have them get it perfectly balanced.
And I'm going to answer Moparnet on that. Yes, that's why I want one of those Sun machines or the distributor machine. Learn how to use it. I want to learn like everything I can from this guy.
Mhm. Yeah, because that information's going away.
Right. Well, look up Tall John. He did some videos of explaining how that thing works. Cause I'd never actually seen one.
Yeah, I mean he knows how it works, and he was explaining it to me, and it makes sense. But I'm a learner. Yeah, it's a drill
Right.
bit, but I'm a learner by seeing it being done and explained. And like what I don't
Right.
show a lot on video because he doesn't like being on video is like you can't be there 20 minutes or 30 minutes or 40 minutes. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. He likes to talk.
Right.
He wants to talking about like a lot of other shit, but he will stop in the middle of something and just be like, take it all apart. Like, what are you talking about? Redo it. I want to see if you learned anything. Or he'll start asking questions like, hey, on this motor, what should this, bearing clearance be and why? And he just picks my brain constantly, see if I'm actually learning it or not.
Yeah, good.
It's testing you.
Yeah.
It's like my dad. My dad knows how to do lead body work, and like nobody does it anymore. I'm like, this summer you need to teach me how to do that because if you die, then we don't have
It's a
that.
lost
skill.
art.
Yeah, and I have all of his tools here. When he retired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all his it's neat shit. And
Yeah.
I'll have to show some pictures of those one of these days. Well, I'll probably make a
Because,
video.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Because, I already knew a lot about engines. It was just all the little things you absorb. And, a friend of mine was talking about building this small block and buying this kit and putting it in. I'm like, no, don't do that. Like really do your homework,
Yeah.
check everything. And it's just a street motor, nothing crazy, but,
Mhm.
I'm
going to do all the little tricks and stuff to this engine once I get it situated. I know where I want it. Then I'm going to take it out, take it apart. So
it's pretty neat how that works.
Yeah, I've got so much shit to do, and I have another
Yeah.
Ford engine to put together. The same guy that paid me to fix the other one, he's got another one he wants me to fix. So But anyway, it is getting late. I do appreciate everybody coming by, though.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
it's always fun,
You
Jason.
doing Thursday, Jeffro?
Yes, Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time.
Your time, so 8:30 my time. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Awesome sauce.
All right, we'll see you then.
All right.
See you guys later.
Later,
Yeah,
guys.
Bye,
Have a good
Jason.
night.
Everybody.
Take care. Thanks for stopping by for sure.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
to everybody in the chat. Thanks to my super mods, Mama Bear, Dan, One Eye Cat, Mopar Nut. Yeah, thanks for everybody stopping by. Dan, yeah. NSB. This One Eye Cat guy keeps showing up. Where the hell? William Sanders. Yeah.
I'd
Anyway.
feel guilty if I didn't show up.
Oh, yeah, I know. I feel guilty if I didn't do it. Like, I remember that one time when I had COVID, I didn't do it. I was like, I felt bad, you know.
Uh-huh.
Well, what's funny is I have people messaging me like, man, are you okay? Like, no, not really. I'm not dying, though. I'll be back next week, I promise.
All right. Same bat time, same bat channel.
That's right, yeah. I've been trying to keep it consistent for going on about a year now. I think I've been doing it on Tuesday, or yeah.
It's been quite a while now.
Well, I didn't, because like Mondays I used to watch Nick's, and then of course Wednesdays was Tony's, and Sunday was Tony's, and there was another one.
You called dibs on your Tuesdays way back when.
Yeah, I've had Tuesdays for a while. Yeah, so I mean, if somebody else is doing it, more power to them. I'll jump on theirs too. You know, I'm not.
Oh, I know. I try and sometimes there's 2 or 3 lives, and you
just kind of bounce around, right? Yeah.
you try.
Yeah.
You favor one more than the other, and
Yeah.
Mopar Al, people just jump all over him.
Yeah. I saw his last night. It was like,
It's
70 people.
like, oh man, I didn't want to say anything over there for Dr. Art last night. It was dead over there.
Yeah, I know. I was in and out on his too. I
I
felt bad.
understand you got days like that, but I wasn't going to go over there and try and rob people. from Al.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But
Yeah, I appreciate it. You've always been my number one, that's for sure. So
I ought to get a T-shirt made. I'm Jason's number one.
yeah, I might make one. Yeah, I'm Jason's number one fan. No, his first fan.
There you go.
First follower.
Make it a light color. If they're dark, I burn up in the sun.
Oh, I'm the same way. I don't know why I had those black shirts, man. I wanted I picked the wrong color. I wanted like the gray, like what you got on there.
Yeah, I can handle gray.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, black. I'm the same way. I get too damn hot, especially when the sun's out. But anyway.
All right, we're going to let you go.
All right, man. Take care. Have a good night. We'll see you.
Night. All right, buddy.
All right, everybody. I am out of here till next week. Hopefully tomorrow or Thursday I'll have a video up trying to get the exhaust on the truck, and I got to move that. I think I'm going to move the engine and stuff forward anyway. So stay tuned, stay healthy, stay safe, get out there and fix something. We will